The night I should have stayed in bed. I remember the night like it happened just yesterday. We had just finished and were preparing for night prep, that compulsory 2-hour study period before lights out. It was routine, every girl had to attend. But that night, something was off. I wasn't feeling well. My body was heavy, my eyes dry, and my head spinning with fatigue. Maybe it was malaria, or maybe just exhaustion from a long school day. Either way, I had no strength to read. Still, I didn't want to be left alone in the hostel. You know how it is of what happens to girls who stay back alone. Voices, shadows, cold hands. So I packed my books and followed the rest of the girls to prep. Ruth, please don't forget me. I walked slowly beside my friend Ruth, barely able to keep up. Ruth, I don't think I can read tonight, I whispered. She looked at me with concern. You want to go back? No, I said, holding my stomach. I'll just lie down on the desk till prep is over. But please, when it's time to go, don't forget me. Wake me up. She laughed gently. Ah, me forget you? It's Mina. I won't forget. Just rest. I wasn't convinced. So before I laid my head down, I turned to her again and whispered, Ruth, promise me you won't forget. Promise. I promise, she said with a smile. Close your eyes and rest. So I did. I stretched myself out on 2 chairs, placed my bag as a pillow, and closed my eyes. Tap, tap, tap. I don't know how long I had slept, but what woke me wasn't Ruth. It was something else. Tap, tap, tap. 3 gentle taps on my arm. I opened my eyes, confused, groggy, expecting to see Ruth or a classmate. But there was no one there. Only darkness. I blinked, sat up slowly. My eyes struggled to adjust. The class was empty. The chairs were still. The air was heavy, and there was no sound of anyone around. No Ruth, no students, no light, not even the familiar rustle of books or whispers. I looked around. Ruth, I called softly. Silence. That was when my heart dropped. I remembered stories the legends passed down in the school. Girls forgotten during prep. Girls who never returned to their beds. I didn't have a torch. I didn't wear a wristwatch. I had no idea what time it was. All I knew was something was very wrong. Alone in the dark, I stood up slowly, using my hands to feel the backs of chairs and clear my path. The air in the classroom felt thick, like something invisible was watching me. I moved carefully, trying not to bump into desks. I whispered a prayer under my breath. Jesus, Jesus, please help me. When I finally reached the door and pushed it open, the air outside was colder. The world was even darker. No lights, no voices, just the distant sound of insects and a breeze that didn't feel normal. Fear crept into my bones. The hostel was far, and I was alone in the open. I stood there frozen. Should I run? Walk slowly? Stay put? I didn't know. Something was behind me. I decided to walk fast. My slippers slapped the earth as I hurried past the deserted buildings, praying with every step. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Behind me? At first, I thought it was an echo. So I slowed down. The footsteps also slowed. I stopped. They stopped. I didn't breathe. I didn't blink. I was shaking all over. My throat went dry. In my mind, I was screaming, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus." But my body couldn't move. Then I took a step forward. The footsteps followed. I wanted to run, but my legs were jelly. I wanted to turn around, but something told me not to look. Don't turn, don't face it. So I just kept walking fast, half praying, half crying inside, feeling like a walking corpse. The graveyard path. Then I reached that place. A narrow path near the chapel, the one all students whisper about, but never dare walk alone. They say that land was once a burial ground, and witches still gather there at night to perform their rituals. As I stepped onto the path, my whole body shivered. Suddenly, I could hear things. Birds screeching, but in unnatural voices. Cries like weeping women. Leaves rustling without wind. The air smelt like smoke and something foul. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't even open my mouth. My skin had goosebumps everywhere. My chest was tight. I felt like I was walking through a spiritual war zone. All I could say was, "God, please, please let me reach the hostel." The flash of light. Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, flash. A blinding light hit my face. I screamed and almost fell. "Hey, who is that? Where are you coming from? And why are you alone?" It was the security man. Tears filled my eyes instantly. "Thank God, oh." "Sir, we went for prep. I wasn't feeling well. I told my friend to wake me up when it's over, but I stammered, barely holding myself together." He stared at me, shocked. "Your friend left you? Why would she do that?" "Ah, does she want to kill you?" He didn't wait for an answer. He grabbed my hand and dragged me toward the hostel. "Let's go now. This night is not normal." "Jesus, I forgot you." When we reached the hostel, I was shaking. Girls were already on their beds. The matron had locked the door. The security man explained to her what happened, and she opened the door wide. As I walked in, still trembling, I headed straight to Ruth's bed. She turned, saw me, and screamed. "Jesus! Jesus! Heh!" she shouted, placing her hands on her head. "I forgot you! Oh, I completely forgot! Oh my God, I'm so sorry!" She was panicking. I swear, it's like my mind just blanked. It was as if something erased you from my thoughts. She knelt down, holding me, crying, begging for forgiveness. The next morning, she kept apologizing. At devotion, in class, at lunch. I don't know what happened. I just didn't remember at all, she kept saying. The forgotten girl. Later that week, I heard the rumor again. A long time ago, a girl was forgotten at night prep, just like me, only that she never came back. They said she left the class late, passed through the graveyard, and was never seen again. Till today, no one knows what happened to her. And that's how it continued. But I came back, and I know it's only because of God. I will never forget that night. That night didn't just leave me with fear. It left me with a lesson. Never take light things lightly. Never ignore your instincts. And most of all, never trust humans blindly. If not for God, I may have been one of the disappearing victims. So when next you're headed to prep or any dark place, pray, cover yourself, and don't walk alone. Because not everyone who forgets you does so by accident. That night could have ended like the stories I'd only heard in whispers, but somehow God spared me. I was forgotten not just by my friend, but by the very people I trusted to walk that path with me. Still, in the middle of the darkness, something greater walked with me. So many girls know what it means to fear the night, but not everyone makes it back to tell the story. If you ever feel alone, don't forget the one who watches in secret never sleeps. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more real-life boarding school stories, horror tales and emotional narrations. Got a story like this? Drop it in the comments. We're building a community of real voices and chilling truths.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.